Got one. Ooh, this is big. This is big. Ooh, big hit. We are catching like every fish in here. It's a male. Oh, he just spit up a whole lot of craws. That's gross, dude. 7-inch Magnum fluke. You think are they still gonna get the head? We're gonna find out. Big bait, big fish. Oh, that's a freaking giant. All right, so we have some testing I want to do today. It actually doesn't involve the buzzbait, even though that's what I'm throwing right now. The last time I was here, I threw a 5-inch fluke and they seemed to like that bigger bait. But we did lose quite a few fish on my 3/0 EWG hook. I knew it was a bit small for a 5-inch Z-Man fluke. I thought it would work. And in some cases it did, but a lot of cases it didn't either. But I wanted to give another type of fluke a shot. And so today we have on my other rod, I have a nose hooked 5-inch fluke with the exact hook that Josh guy, that Josh Shrenko said to use. A 2/0 Gamakatsu wide gap finesse hook, even red like he said his was. But for now we're gonna throw the buzzbait and just get an idea of what they're doing and where they're at. Also, the last time I was here, my seat was 3 inches higher. I cut 3 inches out of it, and so far it seems much more comfortable. Still high enough I'm getting really good visibility into the water. Anyways, my thought on this nose hook fluke is like, really, what's the chances of actually hooking the fish when it's only in the nose? I feel like I'm gonna lose a lot of flukes. I feel like I'm gonna lose a lot of fish because they're just not gonna get the hook. But supposedly smallmouth will go for the head. Well, how true is that? I don't know. Do they actually get the head even though they're going for the head? I don't know. How many flukes do you think we're gonna lose? I only have like 20, so probably gonna lose all of them. There's one, and he got the head. He's very tiny. That's very. Came off. We fight him harder? I don't know. Definitely felt that bite though. This feels like a good one. He got the head, I'll tell you that. He's a good one. He's a good one. And he's bleeding. Yeah, he choked it. He choked it. He didn't gut hook himself, but he's not doing good. Or give it a shot, see what happens. They very apparently eat it head first. He's pissed. This one's hooked perfectly fine. He's hooked great. He's hooked perfect. Okay. And even the other one wasn't gut hooked. See you guy. Little guy. He was hooked deep. He got hooked on the bottom. That guy's hooked on top. This fluke is real close to being trash at this point. Take off the nose. Get some more meat. Hooking it like that, they are definitely eating it head first. I'm not waiting for a hook set. I feel a bite, I'm setting a hook. Didn't really feel that one. He's hooked on the bottom deep again. Should we? And he's actually barely even in to the barb. I'm not liking this. Yeah, he never even got penetrated to the barb. Little guy. Which is very interesting. But man, they get hooked deep. Oh, that was one. Little guy. They are definitely going for the head. There goes a fluke. He's hooked perfect though. He's hooked perfect. I am visually seeing this too, by the way. Another little guy. Let's grab another fluke. Like, where's a big one at though? We need a big guy. He come up to the surface and ate it. He don't feel bad. He don't feel good either. Come right at me. Oh, he's not bad. He's not bad. He's pretty brown. He's hooked on the bottom. On the bottom again. Okay, so maybe we should, it's like a 50-50 shot so far. They get hooked on the bottom or the top. Little guy again. Big hit. I think it's a decent fish. He's not giant. Oh, there's a giant next to him. Hooked on the bottom again. Little guy. Got him. Doesn't feel that big. He's jumping. He's a decent one. He's a decent one. Oh. He's a decent one. He's hooked better. He's hooked better. I'll be honest though, this hook is not, it's not actually going all the way through most of the time. I may need to be more aggressive with my hook set. Still hooked decent. He's like a, I don't know, what is that, 13 maybe? 12? I don't know. See you, bud. Oh, he's on the paddle. All right, we gotta find some bigger ones though. I'm happier with where that hook landed. Let's move up a little bit or something. They're definitely wanting this. They eat this, no problem. It's fun. Now you get to watch the fluke. If it was sunny, it would be better, but I am getting to see the white of the fluke. And generally, you get to see it disappear, or you see a fish on it. Like that. Big hook set. Oh, he's strong. It's a strong one. I think he's big. He's pulling a school. Pulling a school. He's a good one. He's a good one. Fluke's gone. Tell me he's not gut hooked. He's not giant, but he's a good one. It's deep, but it's reachable and he's not bleeding, so I'm happy about that. All right, there he is, little guy. All right, so it's working, right? Let's do a new test. This might sound dumb, right? But I have a Magnum fluke, a 7-inch Magnum fluke. You think are they still going to get the head? We're going to find out. And we went like this, like through the bottom, and it turned. I don't know. Let me think. Let's go like this. All right, that's a big fluke. That's going to have a lot of presence in the water. Is that going to get us a bigger fish? Or are they just going to miss it? I don't know. If they're getting a 5-inch, why couldn't they get the 7-inch? And maybe we can avoid these smaller fish. That's heavy. That's a heavy bait. This thing is giant. There's no freaking way we're gonna catch a fish on there. This is it. Well, maybe we'll catch a giant. I don't know. Let's find out. God, that's huge. Got one. Ooh, this is big. 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 Yup. It's a freaking giant. It's a giant. It's a giant. It's a giant. Don't come off, bud. It's a giant. It's not giant, but it's freaking giant. Oh. Oh, I think it's hooked good. Oh, that's a freaking giant. It's hooked perfectly. It's hooked perfectly. Big bait, big fish. Oh, that's a freaking giant. No freaking way that just worked. You're kidding me. Get in there. You're kidding me. Hooked perfect. Look at that. He's not a giant, but that may be the biggest fish I've caught here. He was like, I know what to do with that. Biggin. Okay, he's not as big as I thought. He's just a 17. He's got some weird thing on his eyeball. Look at that. But he is so thick. This fish is giant. Oh, that worked. That absolutely worked. 100%. I don't know what's going on with his eye, but that is a great fish. Biggin. All right. I'll see you, bud. That definitely pulled the biggest fish out of that group. Oh, John. That worked. Is this going to continue to work like this? I don't know, but that's a big one. That's 17, not an absolute giant. But here, these fish they're freaking tanks. Making another cast. Cast number 2. Can we get an even bigger one? This thing glides amazing. Oh, there's a big one looking at it. Okay, he's not a giant. Not a giant. They absolutely go for the head. They absolutely go for the head. I mean, this thing. You're kidding me. I can't believe this thing. That guy just ate that. Hooked perfect, right in the top. Little guy. See you, bud. Okay. Maybe that was a lucky first cast with this big fluke, but they're eating this. They're eating this. It's getting torn. We're gonna rip some of the nose off real quick. And guys, just leave that in the boat. Don't throw it out in the water. And I am hooking this down through like this, I believe. Yeah, we're getting thick now, so hopefully that hook will still do the trick. Let's move up a little bit. Seems like the bigger fish are up a little higher. Still not a giant. It's just a 17, but a 17 here may as well be an 18 or 19 everywhere else. They're so thick and strong here, it's unreal. Cast number 3 with the Magnum fluke. This is insane because it's like, how have I not tried this? I like the Magnum. It gives you a bit of weight to throw around, and you can feel it. You can keep contact with it. Oh, that's interesting. A cast without any action at all. They might be on to me now. Let's make a cast. We're gonna keep trying. You can cast this thing a damn mile. So much plastic. This is making me think about the buzzbait. Like, if they're eating this 7-inch fluke, even a little one, and getting the hook and it's on the nose of it, then there's no reason to have a hook far back on a buzzbait, right? I mean, I know the buzzbait's moving more than this, but it just seems like that might be a bad idea. Oh, big hit. Big fish. Big fish. Okay, he may not be as big as I thought. He's pulling hard. Shut the boat off. I gotta get down here. All right, give me that. Oh, not as big as I thought, but that's a very good fish. What's amazing me is this is a gamakatsu hook, and even with me, the stiff rod and setting a hook like a madman, these fish are not getting hooked all the way. I mean, they kind of are, but not really. That's probably just a 16. But man, these fish eating that fluke, this is so cool. So cool. I'll see you, bud. Should I tighten my drag? I don't think. That hook is not getting buried like I'd like to see. I mean, we're landing them, but a lot of times that hook is just barely on the barb. I don't understand that. Oh, another one. He swam away from it. He's not bad. He's not bad. He's not bad. Not bad. We are catching like every fish in here. Come in here, bud. They're actually getting hooked better with this Magnum fluke than they were the little fluke. This guy's hooked on top. A little bit deep, but not too bad. Oh, he's like a 12. No. Oh. Sorry, bud. Like, it's possible that going bigger is better because the bait may resist being inhaled a little bit, and then they may not be getting gut hooked, you know. It may have less of a chance of getting hooked too deep. Absolute craziness. Another one. Never felt it. Fluke went flying. He's still hooked. He's not big. He's jumping towards me. There's a lot of plastic in the river. I don't like that, but yeah, they're all getting hooked pretty deep. Come right out, little guy. I did not put that many Magnum flukes in here. Crap. Oh, I think I have like just one more. I don't even have one more. Well, we got to go back to a 5-incher now. Oh, you're kidding me. I didn't think it was gonna work. I didn't think it was gonna work. Back to a 5-inch one. That bait looks so small now. Oh, this does not have the presence of that Magnum. I cannot believe I only brought one of those. I'm an idiot. Not big. All right, little guy. Big hit. He's big, I think. I think it's big. He's puking up crawfish. He's a good one. He's a good one. Get in here. He's a very healthy 13, 14 maybe. See you, bud. Like I said, I only have so many flukes. I didn't really plan on this working that good. I have a fish, never felt anything. I was messing around. Doesn't feel that big. We still have the fluke though. He's tiny. Very tiny guy. Here we go, get ready. Good hit. Turn the boat. This is another good fish. He's not that big because he got small head shakes, but he is very strong. Very strong. Hooked on the top. So I don't know. The first one must have been some kind of fluke. Pun intended, I guess. I don't know. He's like a 14. He's just a thick one. See ya, bud. It's getting quiet. Another good fish. I can barely keep him on. Oh my god. Another good fish. He's not as big as I thought, but he's a good fish. He's probably another 13 or so. Maybe a 14. I don't know. I'm not measuring anything unless it's like 17 and up. They're getting hooked perfect now. Yeah, he's like a 13. Maybe a 14. See you, bud. Definitely catch the smaller ones on a smaller fluke now, though. He don't feel that big. He's jumping. This is lethal. Just do not hesitate when you hook set. Little guy. Little guy. Very pretty one. This is insane. You can cast it very far. Big hit. He's not that big. Oh, he's wrapped in the fin. Look at that. Definitely need to have pliers on the ready for this. Hello, little guy. See you, bud. He felt decent. He don't look that big. I love how they all pull me. Oh, he's nice, actually. Oh, and he has a school of giants. There's 30 of them. Oh my God. You're kidding me. He's a good one. He's a good one. There was a much bigger one with him. Oh, he got hooked on the freaking tongue. See ya, bud. That's 2 that got it deep. When they're in a school like that, they just chokes things instead of just eating it. Might be time to retire this one. We might have one more left in it. He brought the school down. Oh, what the oh, I f***ed up. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Saw him come up and eat it. Not big. Little guy. See you, bud. My thumb is not, it's barely surviving all the fish I've been catching this year. Oh, something pulled it. There's a fish. He's decent. He's decent. Not a giant, but he's decent. And he has the big ones with him. Little guy. He's a dark one though. We're gonna go up a little bit. I gotta go up a little bit. We want to see what's up here. This is some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen. I'm catching so many fish. It suits me pretty well because I am notorious for instant hook sets. I never wait for anything, and these fish are getting it, and if you wait too long, they're probably going to be gut hooked. Just little twitches here and there. Seems like they actually hit it on the paws. Almost just twitching your slack more than anything. Gotta keep my rod tip down because the wind is pulling my fluke real bad. Yeah, they're all sitting down there, but there should be some up here too. That's a fish. Not big. And he has a small one with him, and that's it. Little guy. Oh, that's a fish. Probably small. Come off. Messed up my bait, actually. Another one got it, but the bait messed up. What the hell? Where'd the fluke go? I think he swallowed the damn thing. That whole thing is in his freaking... that whole thing was gone. Literally wasn't even... It was just a ball of plastic. It was not a fluke at all at that point. Little guy. Seems like having them schooled up is actually a benefit here and encourages them to eat. Whereas these lone fish are a little more cautious, hooked on the bottom. That sucks. I don't like that, but it's not a, oh, I just got cut bad on my thumb. Hooked on the bottom. See about it. Man, that, I don't know if it was a hook or what, but it freaking got me. Oh my. We're gonna have to start switching hands to land these fish because this left thumb is freaking destroyed. I don't even know if it was a hook that got me or if I'm just, my thumb is falling apart. A while back, if you remember, I went fishing with Chesapeake Chris and his buddy Ray, and he said he had issues with his thumb with some kind of bacteria or fungus or something, and he took some antifungal, which gave me the idea to try Athlete's Foot Cream. And it did seem to help, but I literally just catch so many fish that I think that's my problem. I don't think it's a fungus. I'm literally out here 3, 4, 5 times a week. Another one. And you know, landing every fish with my left hand is taking its toll. And of course it's hooked on the bottom. Oh, and little guy. Sorry, bud. So we're gonna, this is gonna turn into like a murder scene. YouTube's gonna kick this video off I'm like, nope, can't have that. Can't have injured thumbs on YouTube. There's one. Feels a little better. Coming towards me. He's a little better. He's a little better. Ooh. He's better. He's a better one. Trying to run the boat and everything, it's not easy. Then now I gotta try to land him. At least he's hooked in the right spot. I'm not coordinated with my right hand. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. Good one. He's 14, 14 and a half, maybe 15. I don't know. See you, bud. There's another one. He don't feel bad. He's not bad either. Everything is eating this. They're all eating this. They're all eating this. Get them in the boat first. All right. Steer the boat. Grab with the right hand. Nope. If they weren't psychos. Every time you grab them. There we go. Fluke's going for that one. I mean, the fluke is even lasting decently long. All right, this is working here. It's shallow here. There's not a whole lot of depth here. And these fish are coming up to grab it today. So they're on fire, like they want to eat. But what would you do with this if you want the thing to go down more? Like other rock, I guess. Besides just waiting, you know, there's not a whole lot of options here. You can't really add weight to it. It's just gonna nose dive. I don't know. You know, and I think that's where the EWG comes in. You can add weight to it pretty reliably. You can cast it pretty hard. It's pretty durable. I would like to do something like this with a Z-Man, but it's just gonna float. You know, this sinks pretty decent. It's not bad. Part of me would like it to sink a little bit quicker. I don't think it's necessary. With Z-Man, you have to add weight. And that's why I'm thinking, like, how do you add weight with this? Can you add weight with this? I don't know how I would. That was a fish. Oh, good one. Good fish. Good fish. He's turned the boat. Stay down, bud. Not a giant, but he's a good one. Oh, there's a giant next to him. Oh, that's a big one. I mean, the one we have here is big. The other one's way bigger. I can't do this with my right hand. Good one. The other one was much bigger. Much bigger. Pliers. Don't lose the rod. Got it. He's a good one. 14, 15 maybe. See you, bud. Little guy. Squeeze. Squeeze. Little guy. See you, bud. Oh, he came up for it. Good fish, real good fish. Loosen the drag a little bit. And he got some big friends with him. Oh, he's a good one. He has like a sore in his gullet. Yeah, he's not a 17, he's 16. That's a good one though. Had me excited because he was just sticking out there. See you, bud. Don't tell your buddies I'm here. Another good hit. Either smaller coming towards me. He's smaller. Okay, bud, you're just making this harder on everybody. There goes my fluke and the freaking hook still in him. I don't have a net. Fluke's gone. Well, at least it happened here and not out there. Little guy. All right, I guess we gotta retie. It got stuck in that eye and got cut. Yeah, you kind of gotta watch that. If your hook gets turned around, it gets in that cut of the eye. That's a fish, never felt a bite. He don't feel that big, I don't think, unless he's coming down. Oh, he just came off. That's the first one I ever lost. That's a fish. That's a trout. That's a trout. We're gonna loosen up a little bit. That's a trout. He's a very pretty trout, actually. He's not happy. He's actually swimming a little bit. He's not thrashing like an idiot. Let him tire out a little bit. I don't have a net. Oh, he's hooked right on the freaking nose. It's probably gonna come off. Yeah, he's a good trout. We're just gonna grab that hook, bud. Oh, he pulled himself out. Cool. There's bait fish jumping. Oh, it drags way too loose. He's a good one. He's a good one. He's a good one. Yeah. He's a good one. Yep, he's a good one. I saw him eat it. Oh, he's a good one. We found him. He's hooked in almost a bad spot, but this will be fine. Got it. He's a good 14, maybe 15. Chunky. See you, bud. Forgot to hold the camera the right way, but that's okay. That's a fish. Oh, I shouldn't eat it. He's a good one. He's not a giant, but he's a good one. He hooked perfectly. That's where I want you to be hooked at, bud. Right there in the corner. Got it out. 12, 13, 14? I don't know. They all look the same to me now. See you, bud. Gig hit. It came off. Oh, no. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. That's weird. He must have ran right at me. Hopefully, he's hooked decent. Yep, he's hooked good. Little guy. The benefits of standing versus... Oh! This might be a big one. Nope. He's just gliding, that's all. Needing pliers for a lot of these because they're getting hooked in the top of the mouth, like fairly deeply. There we go. Little guy. See you, bud. I think the less you do, the better off you'll be. That's a fish. Little guy. Little guy. You can come off if you want, bud. Get out of here. Oh, you shit on me. Not that big. Hooked on the bottom again. Decent one. I thought I saw it disappear, but I wasn't sure. Yep, he's oh, is he bigger than I think? He's a good one. Oh, he's a good one. He's towing me upriver. Literally towing me upriver. Is he bigger? He looks like a 16, maybe a 15, but he's just pulling so freaking hard. It's a male. Oh, he just spit up a whole lot of craws. That's gross, dude. Bud, you didn't have to puke up your lunch. Sorry, dude. It's like a 14, 15. See you, bud. Sorry about ruining your lunch. I'm sure he'll find more. Little guy. Little guy. Little guy. Good hit. I don't know if he's big. He's small. Well, he's a medium. He's a medium, we'll call it. Medium. He's just a fat, short one. See you, bud. Good bite. All right. He's a good one. See you, bud. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. He's not dropped, but he's a good one. He's pissed. That is not a giant, probably a 15.5, maybe 16, but he's very, very heavy. See you, bud. So what can I tell you guys about this one? It works. It works really good. Actually, this may be working better than anything I've ever tried. At least when the fish are super active. And you're not going to be able to fish it deep because you can't add weight to it. To me, that is the one issue it has. It would be really nice to find a way to use a Z-Man bait so it's indestructible. And then add the weight to the belly so it keeps the same lifelikeliness. And then you could adjust weights and get it to go down. Well, I don't know how I can do that. I've thought about it for a little bit. I've come up with nothing. I've seen enough to know that this is it. I don't know that there's a way to beat this. I'm pretty much feeling all the bites. I'm not losing any fish, even with my stiff rod. The only thing I see that I don't really like is a couple of them got... Well, they actually get it so good, they get hooked pretty deep sometimes. The downside to that is, no, they're not getting gut hooked, but sometimes the hook will hook them on the bottom where all that important blood flow is at. And, I'm not saying that kills it, but it's certainly not good for it. So that's why I say, you know, I am wasting zero time hook setting. As soon as I can feel that bite, I'm setting the hook every single time. That seems to prevent them from getting it too deep, maybe. I cut out a lot of fish in this. I pretty much counted them. I don't know if I skipped any, but I was on the water for around 3.5 hours. A lot of that was driving around, and I pulled out 60 fish. It works. Absolutely have pliers on you from the second you start using this, because 90% of them get hooked very deep and you can't get your fingers in there. You're going to need pliers. How I haven't stumbled across this in my life at all until this point baffles me now. Another tip I think would be, don't throw downriver. Throw up. If they're eating the head, you got to give them the head. If they're facing upriver all the time, and if that bait's facing downriver, that gives them the opportunity to eat it correctly. If you were casting downriver and he sees it, he goes to eat it, he's going to have a hard time getting ahead and might miss the hook. Other than that, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing me throw the Magnum fluke over the Super fluke. I think it actually may help them from getting it too deep because it's a bigger bait. I also think it's going to catch you the bigger fish. And we'll probably be proving that soon and see if that works out. I think that's all I got for you this time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you catch a giant. I'll see you next time.